favorite animal is the platypus because it's bill and where I can be this.
Did you know that the Great Barrier Reef is the only living thing visible from space?
Hi, I'm Professor Peter Harrison. I'm a marine ecologist and I work on corals on the Great Barrier Reef. I've been lucky enough to dive on the Great Barrier Reef for 40 years. It's
The stars. Across cultures, there is much meaning and stories attributed to the night sky. For the Aboriginal people of Australia, the first Australians, the stars hold the knowledge. Since the beginning of time, the skies have guided us and determined our seasonal activities across people of New South Wales, the emu body is directly overhead in August. It's time to go collect the new eggs. The songs sung across the country are known as songlines, and the stories told cover vast land. This depth of understanding ensured our survival, predicted harvest, travel and hunting times. Songlines contain the wisdom of the country. It's our memory mapping, and the songline trade routes are as diverse as the landscape, waterways, and are mirrored in the sky. The universal is we read the land, we look to the sky, and watch for the seasonal constellations. When we navigate, the stars guide us at night. Through the day, stone arrangements and carved markers remind us of the stars. The Pleiades star cluster, known across Australia as the Seven Sisters. There are many similarities across the different language groups of the Central Desert about this epic dreaming story. Further west and to the east, the story shifts, and in some areas, it's the age-old story of unrequited, forbidden love. The moral of the Seven Sisters story echoes across the country, reminding us all of the value of women and ensuring morality. Sky knowledge includes the practical and the spiritual. It is handed down from one generation to next through kinship systems, lore, story, songs, ceremonies, rock art, carvings, and paintings. The Milky Way is seen as the rivers to the heavens by many groups. For the young people of Northeast Arnhem Land, when they pass away, they travel to the spirit world, the campfires burning. The family witness the shooting star that tells them their loved one has arrived safely. For the seafaring Torres Strait Island people, knowledge of the stars guides these master mariners on epic journeys. The oldest living culture and their star stories can teach us all how the universe functions, from the ancient ceremonies to new technology. The wisdom past shows us solace and contentment, and a peace with how small but vital we are with the role we play, reminding us each season to nurture and protect our lands. For Kanilang peoples in the east, the Milky Way is called Roddenborn, with shared values. We are all now shaped by and share the stewardship in caring for the lands, sea, and sky. Barani Biru, Paraguay, Modern. Yesterday's stars, tomorrow's path.
Today is my day. Let's go! The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef and the only living organism that you can see from space. Underwater robot spreading fertile eggs over the coral. This will help the reef grow. My marine scientist friends Peter and Matt are preserving the reef for the future. Australia is surrounded by sea. Our country is rich in natural beauty. We have lots of unique wildlife. Native wildflowers are an important part of our future. Australian rules football is the most highly attended spectator sport in Australia. Pass it to me! Australian astronomers are working with scientists around the world to build the world's largest radio telescope. human cell frameworks for cells to regrow and restore damaged tissue.
And that is Australia.
Australia.